it's at least 5 years before, if it is a good thing, and I'm still not sure it is a good thing, I'm still a little bit...
So you're having second thoughts?
Not so much second thoughts, but just think I should have given it more thought.
I voted out. I don't really think that we should have, really.
So maybe you're regretting your vote now this morning?
Yeah.
So you're worried about immigration?
Yeah.
But you say yourself are an immigrant.
Yes, but my wife was English.
Independent research shows that EU immigrants are less likely to claim benefits than UK residents. That's independent research which shows that.
So maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should vote different.
Knowing what I know now, I'll put my hands up now and say I made a mistake. I feel stupid, James.
You're not stupid.
I feel like I'm articulate. I'm well read, but to be sucked in by these lies. I'm ex-forces, and I thought, you know what? It's almost as if I said, to be patriotic, you've got to vote Brexit.
Yes.
I love the NHS. To love the NHS, you've got to vote Brexit because we're going to give them all this money. But also, I feel let down by the Remain campaign.
Yes.
Because throughout the whole of the campaign for Remain or Leave or for Brexit, all I ever saw was the Brexit campaign. Why didn't the Remain campaign step up and try harder?
Part of the reason is the media. So I think you're right. I think the Remain campaign was complacent and misguided and in many ways inadequate. But don't forget what the newspapers were doing and what most people in my kind of work were doing. They were putting so much effort into this and punting out those meaningless sound bites about taking back control. And this kind, I don't want you or Johnny or anyone else to describe themselves or to feel that they are stupid, because there's nothing stupid about believing people you trust.
Exactly. The problem... The penny dropped a while back, and it's been rattling around for ages. And it took me a few weeks to actually get the moral fibre and the backbone to say I was wrong.
Yeah,
and I voted wrong. I voted. It wasn't about. I mean, the other day, I think a couple of days back, there was a guy when you said to him, "Name the law that you want to change." And I was one of those guys who sat there and said, "Yeah, we'll take back control." And I'm thinking, what the bloody hell does that? Sorry, pardon my friend.
That's quite
what does that mean, James?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Take back control? I'm a lorry driver. All I know is diesel prices are going to go up, so that means that my boss is going to pay more in diesel. That means I'm not going to get a pay rise.
And your shopping's going to cost more.
Yeah, well, Mrs. does that, but all these people that take back control, they don't even know what it means, James.
I love you, mate. I need you in my life, Richard. I need you in my life, because you just describe what I presume is happening to lots and lots of people. But that phrase you just used, you've got to find the backbone to admit it. That's a beautiful thing.
How many people are listening to me now, talking to you, thinking, do you know what? We're the same as Rich.
Yeah.
But
Lots.
I can't admit it to myself. My lad's 13, right? When he's older, I mean, he's getting to an age now, I will apologise to him. I will say sorry to him. I mean, I've never been a Conservative voter. Theresa May has been handed this unenviable task. I really wish her the best of luck. I don't know what she goes with.
Everybody has to. I don't like the look of what she's doing, but she might have a plan up her sleeve that the likes of us haven't been able to discern yet.
Yes, mate. It's. I don't know. I just feel like how many people just feel the same way as me now, and how different it would be if there was a vote now.
You can tell you what you've just done. That's why they're doing it, isn't it? Because that's why you have to have the front pages saying, silence the whingers, damn the unpatriotic Remainers, damn them, silence them, because otherwise people like you will find the confidence to tell the truth.
Do you know what?
You have to create an atmosphere in which you're never going to admit what you've done. You're never going to put your hands up, because they're creating such a toxic reception for you that you...
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt you interrupting me.
When I voted Brexit, and See, I'm in the lorry all week. My missus rings me up in the morning. We're out, and then I was like, yes. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Straight away. Whoa! What have we done? Did you see?
Mate,
Did you see? Don't feel bad. Did you see how many people the morning the result dropped actually Googled what does it mean? What is the EU? Presumably, an awful lot of people who just voted to leave it went, oh, hang on a minute, what have we done?
I was one of those people, James, because I wanted, secretly thinking back now, I wanted to be that person when we stayed in Europe to say, well, I voted out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm not. I mean, I'm not a race. My partner, she's mixed race.
Yeah.
My extended family on her side are all different nationalities, from Canada to Malaysia.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
Should we hug it out?
Yeah.
Let's hug it out.
Seriously, I've got a lump in my throat and I've got a tear in my eye. I'm just worried, and I don't. It takes a lot to admit.
It does take a lot to admit it.